Alright, hey everybody, we're back and I'm playing Dragon Age Inquisition. Yeah, so just sealed the breach, woke up in this weird hut looking thing, and ooh, special shipments. Let's check those out. What did acquired dagger of the dragon and acquired medium armor of the dragon. Let's see what those are all about. Okay. Wow, that's a lot better than what I have. I think that must be from the Dragon Age Keep. It gives you like extra stuff at the very beginning of the game. Let's see the armor. Whoa! Look at that. That is so shiny and pretty. That looks like endgame stuff. Well, thanks for that. Alright. Read the notes. Patient observations. Vain hope. Someone better at this than me takes over before the survivor expires. Notes in case. Sounds like every software project I've ever worked on. I hope someone else takes over. Look at that. Shiny. Alright, let's go outside. Whoa. This for me? Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, it is. Showing off my swanky armor.
She stopped the breach from getting any bigger.
That's my achievements in the sentence.
Chancellor Roderick says that the Chantry wants nothing to do with us.
I want nothing to do with him.
Chancellor Roderick's decision, sister.
Do. Ooh, read the note. A chant for the departed. Might read them later.
Gone completely mad. She should be taken to Val Royo immediately.
Let me
To be
just
tried
barge
by-
in here.
Chain her. I want her prepared for travel to the capital for trial.
Disregard that and leave us.
You walk a dangerous line, Seeker.
The breach is stable, but it is still a threat. I will not ignore it.
Look at those dragon scales. That looks awesome. Alright, I did what I could. I'm still a suspect. You want my help? Again. I did what I could.
I did everything I could to close the breach. It almost killed me.
Yet you live. A convenient result insofar as you're concerned.
Have a care, Chancellor. The breach is not the only threat we face.
Someone was behind the explosion at the Conclave. Someone most holy did not expect. Perhaps they died with the others, or have allies who yet live.
I am a suspect,
Damn right.
You, and many others.
but not the prisoner.
No.
I heard the voices in the temple. The Divine called to her for help.
Yeah, what
So
she
her
said.
survival, that thing on her hand, all a coincidence.
Providence. The Maker sent her to us in our darkest hour.
What? Are you sure?
You really think your Maker would send someone like me?
The Maker does as he wills. It is not for me to say.
Even if that means a Dalish elf is his chosen?
Humans are not the only people with an interest in the fate of the world.
The breach remains, and your mark is still our only hope of closing it.
This is not for you to decide.
Booked.
You know what this is, Chancellor. A writ from the Divine, granting us the authority to act. As of this moment, I declare the Inquisition reborn. We will close the breach, we will find those responsible, and we will restore order, with or without your approval.
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition. I mean the Dragon Age Inquisition.
This is the Divine's directive. Rebuild the Inquisition of old. Find those who will stand against the chaos. We aren't ready. We have no leader, no numbers,
Shiny.
and now no Chantry support.
But we have no choice. We must act now, with you at our side.
What? The Inquisition of old?
What is the Inquisition of old, exactly?
It preceded the Chantry. People who banded together to restore order in a world gone mad.
After, they laid down their banner and formed the Templar Order, but the Templars have lost their way. We need those who can do what must be done united under a single banner once more.
And if I refuse?
What if I refuse?
You can go if you wish.
You should know that while some believe you chosen, many still think you guilty. The Inquisition can only protect you if you are with us.
We can also help you.
It will not be easy if you stay. But you cannot pretend this has not changed you.
Sure I can. This is rather strange.
When I woke up, I certainly didn't picture this outcome.
Neither did we.
Help us fix this before it's too late.
What is that? Shiny! That armor is going to be distracting me for the entire game. Serious faces. I'll go get the business cards made. Already got the banners. And let me send a couple of crows to Maester Eamon. Dragon Age or Game of Thrones? I can't tell. All bill posters will be prosecuted by the Inquisition. Is that supposed to be a dragon? What is that? I've got a feeling he's gonna come back to bite me in the ass. Oh, they changed my armor. I guess that's good in a way, because I was really distracted by it. I think I might have been a bit too OP for opening game. Big hole in the sky. That's no problem. Someone should really fix that. Dragon Age Inquisition! Yeah! Okay, where am I? Okay. For some reason, over here. Let's see. Report to Haven's Chantry. What are we gonna do? Haven. Haven's best and brightest. Set active. Okay. So we gotta speak with the smith, the quartermaster, and the apothecary. See how we go. Stuck between two NPCs already. Oh, look, it's Solus. Hi, Solus.
The chosen of Andraste, the blessed hero sent to save us all.
Sounds dashing.
Am I riding in on a shining steed?
I would have suggested a griffon, but sadly they're extinct. Joke as you will, posturing is necessary. I've journeyed deep into the Fade in ancient ruins and battlefields to see the dreams of lost civilizations. I've watched as hosts of spirits clash to reenact the bloody past in ancient wars both famous and forgotten. Every great war has its heroes. I'm just curious what kind you'll be.
Of course, that's been in every advertisement. Oh, I'm curious what kind you'll be. Oh, you study ancient ruins?
What do you mean, ruins and battlefields?
Any building strong enough to withstand the rigors of time has a history. Every battlefield is steeped in death. Both attract spirits. They press against the veil, weakening the barrier between our worlds. When I dream in such places, I go deep into the Fade. I can find memories no other living being has ever seen.
How can you sleep there? That's impressive.
I've never heard of anyone going so far into the Fade. That's extraordinary.
Thank you. It's not a common field of study for obvious reasons. Not so flashy as throwing fire or lightning. The thrill of finding remnants of a 1,000-year-old dream? I would not trade it for anything.
I would.
I will stay then. At least until the breach has been closed.
Was that in doubt?
I am an apostate surrounded by Chantry forces in the middle of a major rebellion. Cassandra has been accommodated. But you understand my caution.
You can trust me.
You came here to help, Solus. I won't let them use that against you.
How would you stop them?
However I had to.
Thank you. But now let us hope either the mages or the Templars have the power to seal the breach.
Alright. Moving on. Aha, the apothecary. Find recipes through exploration or by visiting merchants. Visit an apothecary with herbs you gather in the wilderness to upgrade potions. Use the equip station to assign different potions to each of your party members and to replenish the potions you're carrying. Use the upgrade station to unlock permanent upgrades to your potions. Alright, so I guess upgrades, equip potions.
Segret told me that he can't let the herbs go for anything less than 8.
Fine. We'll gather our own. Tell Segret he better hope he doesn't need a salve anytime soon.
Okay.
Look who's back from the dead. Again.
I don't recall meeting you before.
I'd be surprised if you did. You weren't particularly coherent. Someone had to patch you up after you staggered out of making those wear, though. So, you're welcome.
Thank you?
I didn't realize. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, you can pay me back by fixing the world. Name's Adan. I'm in charge of keeping our little band here stocked with potions and elixirs. Not that Seeker Pentagast seems to care whether we've got the supplies to actually do that.
Is that Tywin Lannister? Just what? What is he doing here? Alright, need any help?
Is there anything I can do to help out?
We're fine as far as raw labor goes. You've more important things to do than tend to me. I only wish I'd been able to find Master Tajin's notes. Old bastard was working on something special. He died at the Conclave, and his notes weren't here. Been too busy dealing with the wounded to look
I
for
only have one son. How do I order potions?
How do I go about having potions made?
Just take a look there and tell me what you'd like. Find a recipe for something better, I can make that too.
Alright, find Tajin's note, speak with Smith, visit a potion loadout station. Okay. Potion assignment and replenishment. You can equip or replenish potions for each party member. Drag potions from the list on the left to the slots on the bottom right to assign them to the current party member. You must replenish potions before you can use them. Healing potions are replenished for free automatically, but all other potions require herbs for replenishing. The type and number of herbs required appear next to the selected potion's description. Click the slot bottom right. Okay, so if I can't really do anything because I just have potions.
Let me know if you need anything.
Alright, cool. Hi, Solus. Oh, do you have anything else to say?
Closing the breach is our primary goal. But I hope we might
guess
also
not.
discover what was used to create it. Any artifact of such power is dangerous. The destruction of the Conclave proves that much.
Oh. I agree.
We would do well to try to recover whatever created the breach.
Liliana's people have scoured the area near the blast and found nothing. Whatever the artifact was, it is no longer there. In any case, did you need me for anything?
But tell me about the elves.
I'd be interested in hearing your opinions on elven culture.
I thought you would be more interested in sharing your opinions of elven culture. You are Dalish, are you not?
Why are you so angry?
What's your problem with the Dalish? Allergic to Halla?
They are children acting out stories misheard and repeated wrongly 1,000 times.
Oh, but you know the truth, right?
While they pass on stories, mangling details, I walk the Fade. I have seen things they have not.
So teach other elves.
Fine, you think we're terrible. What about the alienages full of elves who aren't Dalish?
Why? What would it benefit some poor man in a Ferelden alienage to learn that his ancestors strode the land like gods? It would only make him bitter, or inspire him to take a foolish risk and get himself killed.
You've decided his reaction for him.
Perhaps I have. If you have questions and believe the answers will help, ask.
Tell me more about the Dalish.
Are all Dalish elves like my clan?
No. Your clan was unique in having enough interest in human affairs to send you to spy upon the Divine's meeting. As your clans have been separate for so long, they have all changed, adapting to the lands in which they live. Some are no more than bandits, others trade freely with humans, and some have disappeared entirely into the forests.
Tell me about ancient magic.
Is elven magic different from the magic used by humans?
No and yes. Magic is magic, just as water is water, but it can be used in different ways. Dalish magic is more practical, not needing chantry approval, although they still frown on blood magic. Superstition. Much of it is more subtle. A legacy from when elves were immortal.
Special.
The legends of elven immortality. Did they use magic to increase their lifespan?
No. It was simply part of being elven. The subtle beauty of their magic was the effect, not the cause of their nature. Some spells took years to cast. Echoes would linger for centuries, harmonizing with new magic in an unending symphony. It must have been beautiful.
I'd like to know more about the elves from before our time.
The Dalish strive to remember Hallam Shiral. But Hallam Shiral was merely a fumbling attempt to recreate a forgotten land.
Arlathan.
Elvanan was the empire, and Arlathan its greatest city. Place of magic and beauty, lost to time.
What else?
You've studied ancient elves. What else do you know of Arlathan?
We hear stories of them living in trees, and imagine wooden ramps or Dalish erebels. Imagine instead spires of crystal twining through the branches, palaces floating among the clouds. Imagine beings who lived forever, for whom magic was as natural as breathing. That is what was lost.
What can you tell me about elves living in human cities?
The culture in alienages or among the slaves of the winter is like any of the impoverished and powerless. They cling to memories of a better past, and practice a few rituals to distinguish themselves from humans.
Alright, goodbye.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
That was interesting. Kind of the same as it was in the other one.
Are we going to have new verses in the Chant of Light now? For the Herald of Andraste, telling what she did?
Singing Maiden.
It's far too soon to consider anything like that.
Beric.
So, now that Cassandra's out of earshot, are you holding up all right? I mean, you go from being the most wanted criminal in Thedas to joining the armies of the faithful. Most people would have spread that out over more than one day.
I'm just glad to be alive.
I'm just glad I'm still standing after all that.
I still can't believe you survived Cassandra. You're lucky you were out cold for most of her frothing rage. For days now, we've been staring at the breach, watching demons and maker knows what fall out of it. Bad for morale would be an understatement. I still can't believe anyone was in there and lived.
I was fortunate. Oh, why did you stay?
If it was that bad, why did you stay? Cassandra said you were free to go.
I like to think I'm as selfish and irresponsible as the next guy, but this... Thousands of people died on that mountain. I was almost one of them. And now there's a hole in the sky. Even I can't walk away and just leave that to sort itself out.
I was fortunate.
It's pure luck that I escaped.
Good luck or bad? You might want to consider running at the first opportunity. I've written enough tragedies to recognize where this is going. Heroes are everywhere. I've seen that. But the hole in the sky... that's beyond heroes. We're going to need a miracle.
Oh, that was somewhat depressing. Alright, moving on.
You build
for those of you who haven't played before, the Chantry is like the church, and the Templars are like, I don't know, church army or whatever, and they really don't like mages because mages have magic. Blood magic, really bad, and that's why Templars try to attack people who use blood magic. And elves, Dalish elves, kind of live by themselves, doing whatever they want. Harriet, here he is.
Expected you'd be by. I'm Harriet, and everyone knows who you are. How's the new gear fit?
Quite well.
Sturdy and warm. It's perfect.
Good. World's gone mad. Stock armor and blades are good against bandits, but we're not fighting bandits. My gear will see you through demons, apostates, whatever this world throws at you. So, you need custom work, something special. You bring the materials to us, we'll make it happen.
Can you improve my equipment?
Can you help improve my arms and armor?
Yes. You find a new piece, a pauldron or greaves, we'll take care of you. You can't just slap a new hilt on your sword in the field. Bring it here, we'll make sure it's done right and proper.
Do you have any designs?
If I want something, what can you make?
Start simple. Something to keep you safe. Take a look at it on the table there and we can talk. You'll need materials. We should have what you want just outside.
Alright.
Goodbye.
Right.
Ooh, loot. Alright, so here's all the materials you're gonna need. Buy, sell, craft armor. Crafting. To craft new armor or weapons, you need a schematic and enough materials. The schematic determines the appearance and potential power of the crafted item. The materials determine the specific stats and powers that will be added to the new item. Alright, so we want to make a scout coat. Crafting. Each crafting schematic has one or more slots. Each slot accepts a specific number of materials of either metal, cloth, or leather. Fill all available slots to craft an item. There are 5 different types of crafting slots: utility, offense, defense, damage, and armor. The type of slot determines the stat that will be generated from the material placed in it. For example, placing iron in a defense slot gives a bonus to melee defense, while putting it in the utility slot gives it a bonus to strength. Experiment with different combinations of materials and slots to create unique items that fit your needs. Alright. 7. Each crafting material has a predetermined stat value for each possible slot type, which you can view by examining the material. The final value of the stat coming from a slot is determined by multiplying the value by the number of materials placed in the slot. So each one has a different thing. Alright. 10 plus 10% cold resistance. Right. Okay. I guess. Craft item. Ooh, you can rename it. Nice. Alright, the legendary poo-poo coat. Yeah, the legendary poo-poo coat. Fantastic. Alright. I got a coat. Let's check this out. So you can craft your own armor and name it whatever you want. I am now wearing the legendary poo-poo coat. That's awesome. Alright, moving on. Do 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 do.
These truths the Maker has revealed to me. As there is but one
I
world,
spoke with Commander Cullen.
one life, one death. There is but one.
What is this place? I think I've gone in the wrong direction.
What can you tell me of Redcliffe?
Speak with the quartermaster. Where is the quartermaster? Aha.
If you're here to clean, Hess can get you a bucket and a broom.
Anyone calls you knife here, come to me. Oh, you're her. Thren, Inquisition Quartermaster. I'm doing what I can to supply this mess. If you find what I need to fill one of my requisitions, I'd appreciate you bringing it in.
Tell me about the requisitions.
What did you mean when you mentioned requisitions?
I'm making this Inquisition run with what we have, but we're not a real army. We're stretched thin on materials, so I've put up a requisition list for anything that could help our people. Here, take a look. You find some iron and a good logging site, maybe Harriet can get our troops better weapons.
Okay, how do I fill special orders?
If I have material for a special order, do I bring it to you?
Just take it over there. One of my boys will take the materials or jot down what you found.
Alright.
Farewell.
Make her go with you.
Okay, now I have to locate weapons. Okay, well... Quest completed! Yay! Okay, I think we're done in Haven. We're just gonna keep going on into the Chantry.
Does it trouble you?
Where does it come from?
I just wish I knew what it was, or how I got it.
We will find out. What's important is that your mark is now stable, as is the breach. You've given us time, and Solas believes a second attempt might succeed, provided the mark has more power. The same level of power used to open the breach in the first place. That is not easy to come by.
Sounds like you have an idea.
Clearly, you have something in mind.
We do.
Okay.
May I present Commander Cullen, leader of the Inquisition's forces.
And Queen of Antiva.
Such as they are. We lost many soldiers in the valley, and I fear many more before this is through.
This is Lady Josephine Montelier, our ambassador and chief diplomat.
Anderan Atishan. You speak Elven?
You've just heard the entirety of it, I'm afraid.
And of course, you know Sister Liliana.
My position here involves a degree of...
She is our spy master.
Yes, tactfully put, Cassandra.
Pleasure.
Pleased to meet you all.
I mentioned that your mark needs more power to close the breach for good.
Which means we must approach the rebel mages for help.
And I still disagree. The Templars could serve just as well.
We need power, Commander. Enough magic poured into that mark.
Might destroy us all. Templars could suppress the breach, weaken it, so...
Pure speculation.
I was a Templar. I know what they're capable of.
Unfortunately, neither group will even speak to us yet. The Chantry has denounced the Inquisition, and you specifically.
Aww. That was quick.
That didn't take long.
Shouldn't they be busy arguing over who's going to become divine?
Some are calling you, a Dalish elf, the Herald of Andraste. That frightens the Chantry.
Look at this candle.
The remaining clerics have declared it blasphemy, and we, heretics, for harboring you.
Chancellor Roderick's doing, no doubt.
It limits our options. Approaching the mages or Templars for help is currently out of the question.
Big sleeves. Look at those sleeves. The Herald of Andraste?
Just how am I the Herald of Andraste?
People saw what you did at the temple, how you stopped the breach from growing. They have also heard about the woman seen in the rift when we first found you. They believe that was Andraste.
Even if we tried to stop that view from spreading.
Which we have not.
The point is, everyone is talking about you.
It's quite the title, isn't it? How do you feel about that?
I don't know.
I'm not sure how I should feel.
The Chantry has decided that for you, it seems.
People are desperate for a sign of hope. For some, you're that sign.
And to others, a symbol of everything that's gone wrong.
So I'm the problem.
So if I wasn't with the Inquisition...
Well, let's be honest, they would have censored us no matter what.
And you not being here isn't an option.
There is something you can do. A Chantry cleric by the name of Mother Giselle has asked to speak to you. She is not far, and knows those involved far better than I. Her assistance could be invaluable.
I'll talk to her.
I'll see what she has to say. You will find Mother Giselle tending to the wounded in the hinterlands near Redcliffe.
Look for other opportunities to expand the Inquisition's influence while you're there.
We need agents to extend our reach beyond this valley, and you're better suited than anyone to recruit them.
In the meantime, let's think of other options. I won't leave this all to the Herald.
That is a terribly dangerous clipboard. Okay, operations. The war table allows you to apply the power of the Inquisition throughout Orlais and Ferelden. Mother Giselle is in the hinterlands, which can be found on the Ferelden side of the table. Okay. So we have two sections, Ferelden and Orlais. War table. The Inquisition can unlock new areas for you to explore through scouting operations. Perform the scouting operation for the hinterlands on the Ferelden side of the war table now. Okay. Okay, so you have to scout it.
Chancellor Roderick came to speak with me. Could you try not to antagonize him?
If I offend the man so easily, perhaps he should try leaving me alone.
Okay, Mother Giselle was last seen in the hinterlands outside Redcliffe, tending refugees who fled the fighting between renegade Templars and apostate mages. The latest reports suggest that the vicious struggle between the two groups has spread to the hinterlands, catching the refugees and Mother Giselle in the middle. It is vital to protect her and, if possible, restore order to the area. Alright, so cost 1. So this is what happens when you scout. The Inquisition moves in and does things. Alright, scout the hinterlands. We avoided the fighting as best we could. It's every bit as bad as we feared. The apostates are mad, attacking anything that moves, and it appears that the Templars here aren't following anyone's orders any longer. We located Mother Giselle and are trying to protect her, but she refuses to leave the refugees until we've ensured their safety. That will be hard to do without troops to push the apostates and Templars out of the area. Commander Cullen has asked me to make inquiries of Master Dennett, a retired horsemaster of Redcliffe who lives in the area. We tried to contact him about obtaining better horses for the Inquisition, but we've been unable to get through the fighting. Lead Scout Harding. Okay. So if you accept the report, it will take you straight to the hinterlands, which is what we're going to do in the next video. Yay!